Hi, boys and girls. I hope you're enjoying your weekend so far. I am very proud of you for already taking the initiative to get your work done, even on a weekend. Next week, we're going to be moving into multi-step equations, so it's really important that we review one-step equations in order to build off of that into multi-step equations. And you can review and watch this video as many times as you need in order to get the information appropriately. All right, so let's move into a couple examples. Just to review here, an equation is like a balance beam. Each side of the equation needs to be equal to each other. It needs to balance in order for it to be an equation. So the first type of equation is an addition equation. This is an addition equation because we're adding x plus another number. So x represents our variable, and we're adding to x in order to get 12. So some number plus 5 is equal to 12. So in order for us to solve this equation, I'm going to think, okay, I'm adding x plus 5. The inverse operation of addition is subtraction. So I'm going to subtract 5 to each side of my balance beam or my equation in order to get x by itself. I'm going to do 5 minus 5 in order to cancel it out. On this side, I'm left with x. And again, some of you used to like to draw the line down the middle in order to balance it out. On this side of the equation, I'm left with x equals, and 12 minus 5 is 7. So x is equal to 7. X is what we plug in for 7 in order to balance this side of the equation. In our next problem here, this is a subtraction equation. But if you notice, the variable is on the other side of the equal sign. We can still solve using the same process. So this is a subtraction equation because I'm taking the variable and subtracting a number from it. The opposite of subtraction is addition. So I'm going to add 7 to both sides of my equation. Now if you notice, I'm starting to incorporate integers or negative numbers into some of the equations in order to prepare you a little bit better. So on this side, I'm just left with r is equal to. Now with negative numbers, I'm going to take my calculator. With negative numbers, you might want to just double check using a calculator. So on here, I'm going to use negative 19 plus 7 is equal to not 26. How do I do negative numbers on here? There we go. Negative 19 plus 7 is equal to negative 12. There must be some aliens trying to take over my computer. So negative 12 is equal to r. So let's go on to our next slide. Again, you notice here I have another negative number. Some of you, it helps to highlight your negative, so you might want to do so. Oops, I did not want to highlight in the purple. Okay. So this equation here is multiplication. So when you have a variable next to a number, there's no operation here. That is a multiplication equation. 5 is being multiplied to q. So again, I'm going to use the inverse operation of multiplication, and I'm going to divide both sides by 5 in order to get my variable by itself. The 5's cancel on this side. I'm going to bring my q down to q is equal to negative 29 divided by 5. Divided by 5 should give me a decimal. Negative 5.8. And then on our last slide here, this is a division equation because x is being divided by 15. The inverse of division is multiplication. So I'm going to be multiplying 5 times 15, which is equal to 75. Okay, so after that brief little review, we're going to fill out the graphic organizer to help. Let me zoom in on here a little bit more so it's easier for you to see. And I have the steps written on here as well. So let's use purple again. So this first problem here is an addition equation because I'm taking x and adding 13 to the variable. So in order to balance this side of the equation, we have to use inverse operations. So I'm going to subtract from both sides. I'll draw my line down the middle to balance my equation. Minus 13. I think every time I try to draw a straight line, it tries to clear it out. 57 minus 13. I'm going to bring x back down. X is equal to, let's use our calculator just to double check. X is equal to 44. Okay, on this problem, this is a subtraction equation because I'm taking x and subtracting 23 from x. Again, notice I have a negative here, so you might want to highlight your negative in order for it to stand out a little bit more. A lot of students forget their negatives when solving, so just a little strategy that you can use. Okay, so because I'm subtracting 23, I'm going to add 23 to both sides in order to solve for my variable. Uh-oh, my battery's dying. Hold on, 1 second. There really must be aliens around here. I mean, I keep having to solve for the unknown. Alright. So, I'm adding 23 to both sides. I'm going to use my calculator to double check. Negative 49 plus 23, which is negative 26, which is equal. Okay, now let's scroll down for multiplication and division equation. So again, this is a multiplication equation because I'm taking 6 and it's being multiplied by x. Again, there's no operation here, so it's already assumed that they are being multiplied to each other. So the inverse of multiplication is division. I'm going to divide both sides in order to get x by itself. I'm going to divide by 6. Divide by 6. I'm going to bring down my x. So in this case here, I'm going to take 45 divided by 6 is equal to 7.5. And our last problem here, again, this is a division equation. This symbolizes division. A fraction is division between two parts. Because this is a division equation, I'm going to multiply my two numbers together in order to get my variable by itself. So the inverse operation of division is multiplication. Again, I see a negative here, so I might highlight it in order to just remember that it's there and I don't forget it. So I'm going to take negative 4 times 12. And get my final answer, negative x equals negative 40. Okay? And I'm going to circle this, as you usually should circle your answer. Okay, if you need any help again, you may go back and rewatch the video or certain parts of the video. You can also use your highlighter to highlight any important parts on your graphic organizer as well. All right, guys. I hope to see you at the picnic tomorrow. Well, near time. Well, who knows? I'm in space, so I'm a little confused about time right now. But I hope to see you guys at the picnic, and I will see you on Monday. Get ready and excited to now conquer multi-step equations. You are ready, and I'm very confident. All right. There is the unknown variable. What?